The first thing we have to do about it is we have to know what this thing called story is. Because it doesn't matter how many times you wave your hand and point at something and call it a story. If it's not a story, it's not a story. Last night, I was sitting down at Banksy, just here. I was having a gin and tonic, Hendrix, and it was lovely. It came out, there was a slice of cucumber and there was a bit of pepper, and there was some botanicals, like little flowers in it. It was lovely. And my friend was sitting there and she goes, "Oh, that tells a story, doesn't it?" I'm like, no. First thing stories have, they're events. They occur time and place. So they have a time marker or a place marker. Sam Seaborn used that. 11 months ago, a 1,200-pound spacecraft blasted off from Cape Canaveral, Florida. 4.7 seconds it takes to say that. So it's a tiny little thing, makes a huge difference, doesn't take long. The next thing stories have are specific events. They occur in a causal sequence. They're not statements, they're not assertions, they're not generalizations, they're not concepts, they're not ideas. They are things that happen. Again, Sam Seaborn, 11 months ago, a 1,200-pound spacecraft blasted off from Cape Canaveral, Florida. You automatically have a picture in your mind of this thing happening. 18 hours ago, it landed on the planet Mars. Sorry. I'll share with this end. So that's the second one. And the third one, now you, me, and 60,000 of our fellow students are going to see what it sees, etc. It's a series of events that happen in a causal sequence. A happened and then B, and as a result, C. Like, this is not rocket science. You get that? All of us can do this. And this framework is designed to help you do it repeatedly, purposefully, mindfully. The next thing stories have is characters. And humans are really interested in what happens to other human beings. We are not particularly interested in what our company does for another company. We are desperately interested in what a single person does for another single person. The more specific you are about the character, the more impact you have. We have a very difficult time conceiving 5.6 million refugees. We have no trouble conceiving Alan Kurdi. Did you get that? Specificity is vital. Impact comes from specificity across all of these dimensions: time and place, specific events, character. Just be specific. It's really hard to do, but it's incredibly powerful. And the final thing is stories have something interesting that happens. Something unexpected, something that we're kind of going, oh wow, didn't know that. It doesn't have to be huge, just needs to have something unexpected. If it's not, then it's just a boring chronology. Right? So in a story, something happens. And the final, and these four things, if you've got that, you've got a story. But in business, we need one more thing, which is a point. Do any of you know, or in fact, I'll go back. Do any of you know somebody whose stories go on and on and on and on? Yeah? All right. Most of the time it's because it might be a really cool story, but they don't know why they're telling it to you, and they keep talking, hoping that one day they'll make a point. But of course, that's a terrible experience for you as us, as listeners. So.